Today we're going to talk about corporate finance. We're going to talk about the numbers side of business. And you might think of this like when you were a kid and you had to eat vegetables, like, oh my gosh, this is a boring subject. But you know what? The numbers side of business, at the end of the day, business is about keeping score, and it's about the numbers. So understanding accounting and understanding corporate finance are critical. Especially if you work for a company, there is an accounting and corporate finance department, and these people are steeped in the numbers. And if you want to get ahead in business and at your company and climb that corporate ladder, then you really need to know about the numbers and be well-versed in how to talk about them. After you're done with this, you'll have a great idea about these corporate finance techniques. If you have an investment portfolio or are thinking about investing in stocks or interested in the stock market, then corporate finance is the way that you understand how to value stocks and look at which stocks are comparatively a better deal. The first part that we're going to look at here is ratio analysis, and that's where you take and apply analytics to the financial statements, and that's how you can compare publicly traded companies off of their financial statements. So it's critical if you want to make wiser investing decisions. And an interesting thing, a couple of years ago in economics, there's a famous economist, a Frenchman, Thomas Piketty, and he wrote a book that basically the premise of it's called Capital. And the premise is that the middle class is eroding and that it was just an aberration basically after World War II. And what's going to happen is most of the money flows to capital, not to labor. So we can sit there and bemoan that fact as employees or whatever, or we can start to become capitalists and owners of companies. And you can do that through the stock market. It's easier than ever now because you can have very small trading fees and accounts like E-Trade and Ameritrade and Charles Schwab. And you can start to invest in the stock market. But you really need to know how to invest and how to make intelligent investment decisions. And these are the techniques that Warren Buffett and all the other wise financiers use. So it's good for your career, it's good for your investments, so for your future and for your retirement. It's also good if you have any aspirations as an entrepreneur, because this is how you value entrepreneurial enterprises. You take the forecasts of what you're going to make in the future, pull them back into today's dollars, and that's the valuation of which you give a piece of to investors. So that way you can figure out how much your company is worth. So this information is really critically important for you. So I hope you take the time. I hope you listen to this. If you have any comments or questions, if there's anything that's not clear here, please email me at john.cousins@mba-asap.com.